All right, looks like we live here again for another Wednesday night AEW NXT. Got both TVs set up again. Just over here on AEW, Miracle Stunt just lost to MJF. So I think that brings MJF up to 7-0 for 2020. So, all right. You can answer that. All right. MJF is on the mic. NXT is on commercial. How's everybody doing on this lovely Wednesday?
You shocked the world, but you lasted much longer than anybody thought you would. So I figured it'd be nice of me if I gave you a present, you know? So I was thinking maybe I'll let one of my raps here in Jacksonville give you a little kiss.
So MJF is telling Marco Stunt he's got a gift for him.
The whole world would ever touch your lips.
Sam? What is the frequency? Yeah! Follow me.
But since I'm so salty to you, I'll give you a different kind of kiss.
Anarchy251 says great. Thanks, Anarchy251, for tuning in again. All right, so MJF gave Miracle Stunt the sucker punch, punched him in the face. The Prince of WWE says hi. Hi, Prince of WWE. Okay. All right, and then Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus did come out and make the save so that MJF couldn't put the beat down on Miracle Stunt. So okay, so that's pretty good. Speaking of Miracle Stunt, didn't we get? Oh, that's not out here right now. Did get a Miracle Stunt pin if you saw the first. Prince of WWE. That's me, Mom. Thanks, Mom. So did get a Marco Stunt collector pin in the first video that I actually posted a couple days ago. So we have one more of those 4-part videos. That's probably gonna go live tomorrow. I know the Pro Wrestling Crate is coming up, so that's should be here any day now. So I'll shoot a video. So maybe Friday we'll have that video up. So NXT is still on commercial. Actually, it looks like it's a promo for a new up-and-coming wrestler. She is standing on a tank. So she's standing on the howitzer, and she calls the howitzer the Dirty Blonde. She comes out in a mini tank. Okay, she's caught my interest. On the other side, over here on AEW, what's that one? I see you got new stuff in your backdrop. Yeah, I do have a few new things in there. I got a new Hogan, the Walmart exclusive. Actually, up top, I have the WrestleMania 3 lunch tin. So AEW next, so that's going to have Jake Roberts and Arn Anderson. That should be a good promo. So that's probably a good thing to tune into. But this NXT up and comer, it's interesting. She has an interesting gimmick. All right, and then Anarchy 251. Did you hear Shad Gaspar? Yeah, I did hear about the incident with Shad Gaspar. Unfortunately, I kind of figured that was going to be the outcome after hearing the story and how he saved his son. So very sad indeed. He was actually in phenomenal shape, and actually, from what I hear, he was looking at possibly making a comeback. So, but thank you, Anarchy, for sharing that. So, if those that do not know, you guys can look it up. It's all over Facebook. It's all over Yahoo. All right. So AEW is on commercial. NXT, I don't even know who Mia Yim is going against, but it should be pretty good. The only thing I don't like Mia Yim is her entrance. I mean, but very talented. So AEW tonight is actually this is their going home show, so to speak. Their Double or Nothing pay-per-view is on Saturday, so I'll probably mention that a couple of times. Thinking about ordering that and just live streaming it and have it playing in the background, and so you guys can kind of hear what's going on. We have Shannon wants to know if I have Instagram. Yep, Instagram is at Fate Club. So I have been getting better. I've actually had my son kind of helping out with that. We're posting each pop once a day. Once a day, we're posting a different WWE pop, I should say. Okay, so Mia Yim is going up against a lady I'm not too familiar with. But here comes the enforcer, Arn Anderson, over here on AEW. And so Instagram at Fate Club. Facebook at Mr. John Fate. I actually got my Teesprings going, so that's Fate Club. So if you want any of the Fate Club merchandise, actually this thing right here, that's actually a wall banner. You can actually order that. And I did change the price, figure out how to change the pricing on there. So I'm going to be quite honest. I lowered the prices down to almost as low as I can go. So I'm not going to be making any money off of those. But if you want some Fate Club gear, you want a phone case for your phone, T-shirt, we got hoodies on there. So definitely while this stay-at-home order is going on, if you want some Fate Club gear, definitely go on to Teesprings. And actually, Macari, I actually got mine going on Macari. I believe that's under Fate Club as well. So if you watch some of the videos I did earlier this week, some of the things had been are on there. So.
And on the other side, of course,
all right, Mia Yim work over here on NXT, but this Jake Roberts and Arn Anderson, this should be pretty good.
Tyson will be on hand to crown the first ever TNT champion. We are amongst. There's no question.
They're just reminding people on AEW that Mike Tyson is going to be crowning the champion at All or Nothing on Saturday.
Talk about the match coming up on Saturday night.
Is anybody else going to be watching AEW Double or Nothing on Saturday?
To sit across this table from you. All the years that we crossed paths, but never in the ring against each other.
Oh, Johnny Gargano is on NXT right now.
You didn't bring the rest of your dog and pony show. You're not used to showing up alone.
You dropped the ball.
Get used to it.
All because you were.
You know, people have dreams. People have nightmares. We all know those are real. But Lance Archer is. He has destroyed everything that's been put in front of him. And Cody has wormed his way around.
Seems like this is going to be one of those weeks where I'm trying to, like, you know, why can't one show not be doing as well as the other? But they both have things I'm interested in right now. So if you want, like Johnny Gargano, he's doing pretty good on NXT right now. If you like Jake the Snake, Arn Anderson, AEW.
Face to face with the truth. And the truth is, Lance Archer is a mean son of a bitch. It is going to rip his damn heart out.
So they're pretty much out here just promoting the Lance Archer Cody Rhodes final that's going to take place on Saturday with Tyson granting the winner the brand new first TNT champion.
Look at Vic. You almost made me believe you.
That's the fastest Johnny's ever run.
Almost. Two guys sitting here for me too. This is surreal. On everybody's wish list over the years.
NXT, Keith Lee just came out and saved his real life girlfriend, Mia Yim, from Gargano and his wife.
I gotta have serious goosebumps now, Jake. We're two guys that if we told you a pissant could pull a freight train, you'd hook it up. Because that's who we are. We're called credible. Even the length of this table, I see the evil just permeating. That used to frighten a lot of people, Jake. As I was in the locker room and I heard it and I saw it. And then they saw that snake in the bag wiggling. And my God,
Not sure if you guys can actually hear the interview going on in the background.
That's the distraction. The thing you have to worry about is what I'm looking at in those eyes. What's in that heart? That evil. And you've got a killing machine. I've been to hell and back, man. So one more trip with you wouldn't be so bad.
It's great to see two legends.
You want to say that again?
No, I think I don't know. I'm going to enjoy it so much.
6, 8 feet
Just like
separate us right now.
weeks ago.
Anytime, any place. Just like last Archer.
Jake the Snake just laid down the gauntlet to face Arn Anderson.
Part of the thing that I want to cover out here tonight, Jake, is one, Iron Mike Tyson is coming out of retirement and he has talked to Tony Khan. He's going to present the champion, whether it's your monster or his Conan. Okay? He's going to present that title. But
Anarchy said he can, but headphones on. Shannon wants to know what my favorite video game is. I think this has been a question that's popped up a couple times. So we'll
Christian, I have to ask you.
we'll cover that in a minute. This is
Stupid snake on him. How's that going to turn out for you, my friend? Whatever I throw at Mike Tyson will take you down. I promised Lance Archer that he gets first shot at Tyson because he just wants to knock him out for fun.
so Jake is saying Lance Archer just wants to knock out Mike Tyson for fun. So that might be pretty interesting on Saturday.
One other little tidbit I should probably let you know, Jake, since the snake's out of the bag, no pun intended. Cody Rhodes looked me in the eye and he said, Art, I don't want to win this championship, the TNT championship, because I can get a nice table at a restaurant, I get a pay raise, I get the fans, so I've got to do it.
All right, so is over on commercial right now.
Because he's not just Dusty Rhodes' son. He's not just Dustin Rhodes' brother. He's the one of the leaders of this company that have turned this business on its head in a year's time and made it the product that it is. That's why he has to
Good promo back and forth so far.
His leadership is being recognized because he earned it. Now, I know you're sitting there getting a little nervous after you threatened me because you know something, I'm a vicious prick. Only reason I don't cover the distance of this table right now is because I have one more little bit of information. There's some good news, Jake. Everybody out there know that Jake is doing DDP yoga? Good. I want you to be real limber when I spine bust in your ass and shove your head where the sun don't shine.
Oh.
AEW Record coming to keep these two legends.
just flipped the table. Arn Anderson. You know, the referees are splitting them up, but I mean, the way Arn was just talking, it looks like
Between Cody and Lance Archer this Saturday night.
looks like there could be an exchange here in the future between Arn Anderson and Jake the Snake. Neither man is in the prime, but
Folks, there's only going to be one casino ladder match coming up on Saturday night on pay-per-view.
so they're promoting the casino ladder match. It looks like we got Ray Phoenix, Orange Cassidy, Luchasaurus, Darby Allin. So for an AEW World Title shot. So that's going to be 8-man. Okay, so that's going to be pretty good. That should be pretty interesting here on Saturday. We got Colt Cabana's also in that match. NXT is on commercial. AEW has a Darby Allin promo going on. Who do I think will win the casino ladder match from Shannon? That's a tough one. Allen, I would say, is probably one of the favorites to win just because he is on the rise. So I'd probably have to say Darby Allin, out of all the people that I've seen in there, is probably going to be the one that would be the favorite to win that. And Darby Allin, his promos are a little bit dark and confusing at times. Shannon says, I want either Darby or Luchasaurus to win.
Square footage, or who might live in them. They all represent something more. A sanctuary. A refuge. The feeling of home.
All right, both of them are on commercials, so we're kind of just sitting here. I have all the questions answered as far as video game. I think we covered that one quite a bit. I do play Fortnite often, but that is definitely not my favorite game. It's just really a good way to socialize. So that would be my answer for this week. Since I think we've covered like once a week, I think somebody asked, what's your favorite video game? So if you guys have any other questions, now is definitely the time to do so. If I do the Double or Nothing on Saturday, I don't know. You know, I'm going to probably pump up the volume a little bit on the TV so that you guys can hear it. And maybe I'll just, we'll just do a reactions video so I can watch the pay-per-view and you guys can hear what's going on. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. If you guys think that would be interesting, I know it's a $50 pay-per-view, so. NXT is back on. We got Drake Maverick. He's sitting at 1-1 on the tournament. So I think if Drake Maverick loses this, I believe he's out of the tournament standings. I don't think he'll have a chance to win. I think Tony Nese is at 0-3, so he definitely, his chances of winning are out the window. He's just got one more match, I believe. So Undisputed Era is coming out right now on NXT.
There's nothing like enjoying a classic with a classic. Great taste, 6 calories.
So it looks like Roderick Strong is wrestling somebody up next here on NXT. So it looks like Friday at 10, TNT is going to do a countdown to Double or Nothing for Saturday. So Roderick Strong is actually going against Dexter Lumis. AEW is showing a Pac promo, which is great because Pac has not been on AEW in a while. So this Dexter Lumis versus Roderick Strong on NXT. Dexter Lumis has the whole, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the HBO show Dexter. Looks like this is probably where they got the character ideal from. All right, Trenton and Chuck, the best friends, are coming out. Orange Cassidy. Shannon wants to know what your least favorite WWE Funko is. I'd have to take a look here. I didn't have to look too long. I would probably say, let me just verify that. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, it's cool that they made one of Goldberg, but not a huge fan of Goldberg. I know my son doesn't really care for the Eva Marie one, but I don't mind her. So it actually looks like Orange Cassidy is going against Ray Phoenix tonight.
First match of its kind. It's a it begins with 2 men in the ring every 9 seconds, and you can join, but the match can end at any point. Not all 9 participants have to be in the match. As soon as the chip is thrown down, we have 8 competitors announced. Oh, look at that! Ray Phoenix went for a low run. Orange Cassidy able to avoid it. Okay, so it'll be a mystery entrant in the battle. 8 have been announced. 1 has not been announced yet. And then 60 remains. We'll see, so to speak.
Okay, now that changes up some things. So Shannon asked, who do you think will win the casino ladder match a couple questions ago? Changes some things up because they just announced that 8 have been announced, but there is one mystery person in the ladder match. So it is a pay-per-view. They know they'll probably they want to probably do something big. I know we discussed on last week's show that Sting is no longer in WWE. AEW wants Sting. Could that be the number one? It's the winner gets the title shot. That would really get their that would do some good. Could it be Rusev? Could it be Zack Ryder? Is it going to be a current AEW star? You like this? I think you really should bring, somebody from somebody new in. So I think it's a good chance that it'll be somebody new to AEW. That's going to be that last spot. Shannon wanted to know if I thought it was going to be CM Punk. I don't think it's going to be CM Punk. I heard the rumors about CM Punk and AJ Lee being the hackers on SmackDown. That would be pretty cool.
They've had no shortage of hostilities with the best friends in Orange Cassidy.
The Orange Cassidy Ray Phoenix match is actually really good.
Orange Cassidy staggering. If this match goes into the break, we will have the action for you. Very nearly ended right there. Leg drop from another time zone. Springboarding up. Come on, Jason.
NXT is on commercial. What's up? So commercial on AEW, commercial on NXT.
Nobody's watching.
I see that.
TNT and anytime on demand and on the app.
Something that I find a lot.
This is our home. But there's no mistaking it.
I'm not your dad. Because I'm your dad's son. So your dad, whatever you do this.
What are you doing?
I'm doing this. Big switch. Uh-oh.
Here's the deal. There's no replacing a real crystal ball. Just like there's no replacing State Farm. Want the real deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We all know someone who brings us joy when we need it most. There's Miles. And totally unexpected. At least we call them joy givers. And we're here to celebrate them. So help us find
NXT is still on commercial. AEW is on commercial. They do have the little window up there, so I am watching that to see what's going on. Looks like we just got another viewer in, so thanks for tuning in. So AEW, Orange Cassidy, Ray Phoenix. NXT, they're now back off a commercial. So you guys have any questions or anything? Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of be watching those, and if I see something good happening, I'll kind of let you know. Orange Cassidy's going up top. Flying crossbody. Around the world DDT going for a 3. Only got a 2. Mini Tico. All right. Mini Tico. I remember a couple weeks. So Really hope the Hackers are CM Punk and AJ Lee. I definitely think that WWE needs them, whether Vince likes it or not. CM Punk and AJ Lee combo as the Hackers would be, if done correctly, could be great. Orange Cassidy just hit a diving DDT on Ray Phoenix. Barely got, almost got that 3 count. He just barely kicked out. So AEW is really heavily promoting this All or Double or Nothing pay-per-view this Saturday. If anybody watching, are you guys planning on watching it? Otherwise, if I order it and I have it playing in the background so you guys can maybe hear some things, I might do a reaction live on Saturday so you guys can. I'll talk about it a little bit. Probably won't answer so many questions on the Saturday because it's costly pay-per-view, but mini Tico, but it probably won't be them. It'll be some dumb jobbers talking about the Hackers. On NXT, Dexter Lumis is almost got a 3 count. Okay, Shannon says, I think it might be Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. That is why they did not fire them. But Shannon must not have seen the news that actually Curtis Axel did get released. Oh! Orange Cassidy almost got the win on Ray Phoenix again. So, good guess, Shannon, but Curtis Axel is released. I did hear that they're going to probably repackage Bo Dallas and potentially put him in with his brother Bray Wyatt. So that would be kind of interesting. So I am interested on this Double or Nothing. Oh, with the distraction from Kip Saban. Orange Cassidy did lose, unfortunately. And then at the same time on NXT, looks like Roderick Strong got the win over Dexter Lumis. So with this Double or Nothing, there's that ladder match that's going on. So the Double or Nothing ladder match, the winner gets an opportunity at the heavyweight title. They announced 8 competitors. There is a 9th competitor that has not been named yet. So all right, so we actually are starting to have Jimmy Havoc's in the ring, SCU's in the ring. So a lot of the members of that Double or Nothing. Velveteen Dream is on NXT. So all heck is breaking loose on AEW. All heck is breaking loose on NXT. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so over here on NXT, Velveteen Dream just went from the top rope over the guardrail, hit that Purple Rainmaker elbow drop on Roderick Strong on the concrete. Was that Adam Cole? Oh, yeah, because Dexter Lumis is beating up Roderick Strong. So that was on Adam Cole. And over here, everybody's just flipping over the top ropes. That was Colt Cabana. Oh, Ray Phoenix. That was a nice flip. So
And now tell
Meaning Tico, I think if you ordered the pay-per-view and you did it live in the background, you'll get more views. Most likely, probably get a lot more attention that way. Probably would do a little bit better today if I had a little bit more energy, but not really feeling the feeling a little on the side today. Don't worry, you guys. I don't have a cough. I don't have a fever. We're good. All right, AEW is on commercial. NXT, they're on commercial. So yeah, and I got the idea. I was watching the last pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, and I actually got bored with the pay-per-view, so I went online and I saw someone else doing it, and I'm like, oh, I could, that seems pretty cool. I know, or WWE events are anybody can do it. It's only $9.99 a month, but those pay-per-views for AEW, those are $50 ish. So what is the commercial for this? It's a commercial for the Alienist. Interesting. Looks like that's a TNT show. So yeah, commercials on both ones. So back to that Double or Nothing ladder match. What do you guys think out there? Do you guys think that it's going to be that mystery ninth person in the Double or Nothing ladder match? Is that going to be an already established AEW star? Or since it is on the pay-per-view, do you think it might be someone like Rusev? Somebody like Zack Ryder? Maybe even, since it is for a future world title shot, maybe even the legend, the icon, the Stinger? Could that be the case? I don't think we're going to see it on AEW, especially without a crowd. I don't think you're going to see them debut on something other than a pay-per-view. I think it would be also a great way to get people to tune in. I like that 2 start and every 90 seconds a new person comes out. Is that what they said for the ladder match? Okay. So I do have a little partner here. I got my son sitting there. He's kind of helping me, because watching 2 screens, I might miss something. So. All right. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's a different take on the ladder match. Having 2 start and every 90 seconds a new person comes out to join the ladder match. I also find it's interesting, Double or Nothing on Saturday, that Mike Tyson is going to be presenting the belt. We also have Moxley versus Brody Lee for the title. Moxley is the champ, but Brody Lee has the belt. They did start out with Brody Lee and Moxley starting out the show on AEW, and then it ended with Brody Lee taking the belt and Moxley breaking number 10 is what they call him. That's his one of his followers broke his arm. Looks like we're gonna have some women wrestling action here on AEW. Chris Statlander coming out. I was kind of excited about the gimmick. I thought it was something new and interesting, but I don't know. I'm kind of over the Chris Statlander gimmick. All right, during the break on NXT, El Phantasmo and is that Zawa? Just kind of talking a little bit outside in the parking lot. All right, 2 masked men with luchador masks are attacking Tozawa. He just jumped in a vehicle and ran off. So far, I think, I hate to be that guy, but I think AEW's got, I think 1 week out of the past couple weeks, I think NXT did better. So far, I'd have to say AEW is doing a little bit better again tonight. I really do like that they have the wrestlers outside the ring. It gives somebody to interact with. I'm surprised NXT hasn't done that yet. Okay, so this is the tag match that they were talking about. So now we got Britt Baker and Nyla Rose is going to be on the other team. So that's interesting. For those that don't know, Dr. Britt Baker dates in real life NXT star Adam Cole. So we have Nyla Rose coming out. Oh man, NXT matches. It's got Imperium versus, who is that? I don't even know who they are. Overrise? Some team by the name of Overrise. Okay. Man, I don't know if you guys heard that, but Nyla Rose just said she found her kendo stick after she cracked, I don't even know who that was that she cracked upside the head. Okay. Oh, Nyla Rose and, man, I can't never remember his name. They were fighting over the kendo stick. Britt Baker comes running in. She gets clotheslined by the kendo stick.
There's a lot of anger and a lot of angst in this ring. I don't think there's any question about that. He's more nervous about Saturday night. One of the local pay-per-view event and two high-profile matches on that event. A little bit of angst and anxiety. I guarantee you they do.
No surprise on NXT. Imperium just looked over because they're ringing the bell. They just picked up a submission victory.
Don't forget, you can watch that on exactly right. And you can get it at shopaew.com. Double nothing sales, 20% off everything. Use the promo code DON.
ShopAEW.com. Tomorrow through the 25th, they have a code that you can get a discount on AEW merch. Also, Pro Wrestling Tees is also offering 20% off if you go to their website. There's a code on there. I don't know if the code is offhand. Oh, Nyla Rose just hit the pounce on Chris Statlander. So for those that have been looking at picking up some stuff from Pro Wrestling Tees, now's the time to do it. It is 20% off your order plus free shipping. I think the free shipping mark is a little bit high though. It's like $125. So if you guys have been watching earlier this week, I've had 3 videos out. The next video will come out tomorrow. I did pick up some of the mystery bundles. So we did the brawlers. Tomorrow's video will be the pins. We've done the t-shirts. We've done odds and ends that they have in the pro wrestling crate. So if you liked any of those videos and you're like, hey, maybe I'll try my luck, now tomorrow would be a good opportunity to do so. 20% off. Plus that free shipping. That shipping was not nice. So Anarchy 251, random question, but is there a diet wrestlers have to follow? Some people are better than others at following a strict diet. I think nowadays you can get away with having maybe not, the best physique. Over on NXT right now, Keith Lee is actually talking. And Keith Lee, as you guys know, is not is not the best fit person, so I don't think it's as crucial nowadays. But if like wrestling with us, someone like Matt Dewar, who's been on SmackDown and Raw, and they have a very strict diet. People like Ryan Cross, another Midwest guy that does pretty good, often has a strict diet. Myself, I have a diet. Is it strict? It is not. But so hopefully that answered your questions. A lot of the wrestlers do try to stick to a strict diet or a diet. Some are better at it than others. I don't think it's as key though now in today's day. Mini Tico, I missed that 125 for what? Oh, shipping out Pro Wrestling tees right now, or actually starting tomorrow. It's 20% off if you order from Pro Wrestling Tees, and I think the free shipping is if you order anything over $125. So if you liked any of the previous videos, the 3 videos I've done, or the one I'm coming out with tomorrow's the collector's pins. Don't want to spoil it for you, so I won't even talk about those videos. You can go in there and tune in to see how well I did on those or did not do. But yeah, 20% off. That's a good deal for Pro Wrestling Tees, which leads into 13 Scorpio. Both shows are on commercial, by the way. Actually, AEW has a little screen that you can watch while it's on commercial. Nyla Rose just tagged in Britt Baker by pretty much choking her, and now Statlander is rolling her up. Almost got the 3 count. Will Mr. John Fate get a Pro Wrestling Tees store? Not sure about a Pro Wrestling Tees store, maybe down the road, but right now I do have a Teesprings. So if you go to teesprings.com, Teesprings, if you go there, or if you're follow me on Facebook at Mr. John Fate, there's a link to it. So there's everything from women's leggings. I think there's some socks on there. There's some pillows, which actually, that's what the pillow looks like. This thing is very comfy, very, very comfy. So they got the wall tapestry, wall flag. Basically, that's what this is back here. So a whole bunch of other things, and I did just update the pricing on there. So I'm literally making maybe $1 off of the sale, but that's not what's important to me. Is if you guys want gear, get the gear. That's what I'm more worried about. So NXT still on commercial, so maybe one day I'll get a Pro Wrestling Tee store. And then Shannon wants to know, do I have a P.O. box? I do not have a P.O. box yet. We'll be working on that in the future. Just in case you guys want to send something that will be featured on camera, a letter or whatever the case is. So working on getting a P.O. box. This channel's been going for about almost 2 months now, so it's a pretty decent start for what we're doing. But we'll see how big we can get this. Spread the Fate Club love around. Sounded really bad now that I actually, after I said it, I heard that out loud. And we'll spread the word. We'll grow Fake Club. Fake Club's not just me. I'm just the face. Fake Club is all of you, all of us watching this. That's what gets my excitement going, is interactions with you guys. So, Mini Tico, I think it's sad that ex-wrestler from WWE passed away. At least he saved his son's life. Yep, earlier in the video, we did talk about that. So if you guys aren't aware, you can take a look at that online. But very, very sad story. Chad Gaspar. So he was actually, from what I hear, looking at making a comeback, possibly, but he was just enjoying being a dad. So I think he did what so many of us probably would have done in that situation. All right, Statlander's trying to finish off Dr. Britt Baker. Nyla Rose broke it up, dragging her to the corner so she can tag herself in.
We're all leading to Double or Nothing coming up Saturday night on pay-per-view. Of course, Mike Tyson will be a part of it, presenting the TNT Championship, the very first one to either Cody or Lance Archer.
The original Bro is over on NXT doing a little promo, but this women's match is actually pretty decent. And actually, Statlander has Nyla Rose on her shoulders. And for you guys that don't know who Nyla Rose is, she's not a small woman. All right, what is the original Bro talking about?
Chest on chest, if you will, and neutralize away. Yeah, sometimes you got to improvise. I get that, but as big as strong as Nyla, you got to do exactly what you said there.
So it looks like Matt Riddle is challenging Timothy Thatcher, the one that cost him the belt last week, to a cage match. Looks like we're going to have a cruiserweight match over here with Kushida. He is 2-0 right now. So if he can pull off this victory, his group. Looks like Britt Baker might have injured her knee. Shannon wants to know, how do you feel about having Nyla Rose in the women's division? It's a new day. It's a new era. I think if you have her in the women's division, okay, sure. Having the belt on her. For those that don't know what Shannon is asking or referring to, that one you have to look up. But actually, Nyla Rose just hit the power bomb, the beast bomb, and picked it up. So I guess we could say Nyla Rose is the first transgender women. She's a transgender women's champion. Well, she's the women's champion. She just is transgender. So she's clearly much bigger than all the other ladies, though. Now she's pulling out a table, so it looks like she's about to send somebody through it. Mini Tico, I also heard that the New Day is possibly going to split. I have not heard that rumor, but please don't let that be true. I mean, you know, I hate that any good trio, any good team, they eventually have to split them. And I know there's been rumors about the New Day splitting for years. They don't need to do that. They already proved with Kofi winning the belt that somebody can have a singles run. Well, the other two. Shannon has to really work on her spelling, because I'm thinking she's saying like the Shield. So, not trying to put you on blast, Shannon. Okay, Statlander's trying to prevent Nyla Rose from jumping off the top ropes and sending Kushida I believe that's her name, through the table. Now it looks like they're going to actually try to suplex Nyla Rose through the table. Oh! And they succeeded. Sad face emoji from Shannon. And Statlander's helping her partner up. Her partner looked like her head smacked. Back of it smacked through the table. Nyla Rose went flying through the table. Recipient of that superplex.
Here with AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. John, you just rolled for 10. Now it's on this Saturday night. Double or nothing against the man who stole your property, your title belt.
Moxley's doing that interview, that cruiserweight match. From when I keep looking back over there, it looks like it's going pretty good.
Reduction to violence. Move your car. I don't want to move your car. We're gonna find you. I'm not gonna pay a fine. It only gets worse from there. Give me my belt back. I want to give you your belt back. I'm gonna break this man's arm. Go ahead. You see, only gets worse from here. I got a feeling it's gonna get pretty bad at Double or Nothing on Saturday. 280 pounds. Flipped upside down. Dropped straight down on his dome. That's enough force to knock out a rhinoceros. This Saturday, Billy Lee is going.
Good promo so far from Jon Moxley.
He will have lost whatever power he thinks he has. He will have nothing left but a three-piece suit and a bunch of dudes.
So yeah, if you guys want to see a good promo, look this up afterwards. If you don't follow AEW, they do put a lot of their good stuff on there. So when I discuss it here on Wednesdays, Jason, oh, there we go. It's been a long time, brother. Fate is what he said. Glad to see he's in there in the comment section. So, yeah, when we're discussing this, if I say something on AEW, I know AEW has the YouTube. I haven't subscribed on my YouTube as well, so I can go back and kind of take a look at some of the really good things that happen. Jason, too long. Yep, definitely too long. Well, I'm glad you definitely tuned in to see this. I do this every Wednesday. So Shannon wants to know, who's your favorite wrestler you have met? Man, that's I've met so many wrestlers throughout the time. I was so close. I don't know if you guys could see this, but that's my the typical Macho Man tee. So close to Macho Man. Me and my brother were outside of they had like a thing at the arena for the basketball team, and Macho Man happened to be in there. Both shows are on commercial, by the way. And we waited out there, and I was just a young kid, probably about my son's age, probably 12, 13. There with my younger brother, who you might have seen in other videos. He has some other stuff that he's been doing. I want to try to put it in there. Like I said, Fate Club, just because I'm the face doesn't mean I can't put someone else's videos on here if they, they want to show them. So there, he was with the radio host at the time in the little makeshift whatever. And we were like, okay, he's going to be there doing that interview for a little bit. We'll run over and we'll do the sumo suits. So we did the sumo suits, had a lot of fun, run back over there, and he was gone. So if I would have met him, that would have been my favorite that I've met so far. I've got a chance to meet previous favorite wrestlers I've had, like at growing up. I really like Raven, got to meet him. Really like Kurt Angle, got to meet him. Have a lot of respect for John Cena and what he does for Make-A-Wish. Me and my son got to meet him together. So, interesting commercial over here. They're just showing Jason, Fate's my favorite wrestler. Well, thank you. And for those that are, you guys notice I usually have the belt right here, but this thing is kind of filling up with all the new stuff. So I did move the belt to a different, location right now. So I didn't lose the belt. I'm still the champ. So if any of you guys out there watching want to challenge me, you guys get the ring, you guys set it up. I'll come out there and I'll give you the opportunity. I'll make you famous. I'll put it on YouTube.
Tonight's broadcast with some breaking
AEW's back. Sean Spears is doing Sean Spears news.
mediocre career spanning more than 3 decades. With severe injuries at the hands of Lance Archer 3 weeks ago, Dustin Rhodes, at the request of family and friends, has decided to retire from the world of professional wrestling
Interesting.
and hang up the boots for good. I, for one,
Sean Spears is just announcing here that Dustin Rhodes has retired after 30 years in the business. So if that's actually the case, you know, that's interesting because he's actually had a good little run here in AEW, and I thought he had a little bit of steam left in him. Okay. NXT still got the Cruiserweight tournament. Anarchy 251. This is very good. I love the comment. Sean Spears is asking why he doesn't have a match at Double or Nothing. Well, everything is kind of in a lull right here. Anarchy 251. Just read today that Owen Hart will never be in the WWE Hall of Fame. His mother blames WWE for his death and denied the offer. Thoughts and opinions. I haven't watched any episodes watching them. Connection's unstable. Okay, little connection issue. So back to Anarchy 251. AEW's just setting up. It looks Sean Spears challenged Dustin Rhodes. Okay, so I guess he's not retired. Wow, that was the quickest retirement ever. So Sean Spears, Dustin Rhodes at Double or Nothing, and then maybe Dustin retires. I don't know. Maybe Sean Spears was just talking smack. Cruiserweight match still going on. So, thoughts on Owen not being in the WWE Hall of Fame? I don't think that does anything. It sucks for us fans, but I don't blame them whatsoever. I haven't seen the Dark Side of the Ring episode yet, but I have heard a lot of things about what happened that day, and it does seem like gross negligence to the fullest. So Nyla Rose is going to defend her title in a no DQ, no count out match against Akira Shida. So Mini Tico says he will be in the Hall of Fame. Trust me, Owen Hart will. I don't think he needs to be. I think if you guys haven't seen on Pro Wrestling Tees, they just released an Owen Hart t-shirt. It looks super awesome. Now, tomorrow, like I said, the 20% off, I'm probably going to pick up the Owen Hart t-shirt. So I don't think he needs to be in the WWE. I think, one, what happened, super unfortunate, super preventable, how they handled the situation that night and going forward. I just don't think. I know not only does Martha Hart not want him in the Hall of Fame, but the son doesn't want him in the Hall of Fame either. So I would really like, I would really like a non-WWE Hall of Fame. Like if somebody could actually, get an actual Hall of Fame going on, an actual wrestling museum is what I would actually love. Where I can actually go and there's that's tied in with that Hall of Fame. I can actually see the Hall of Famers. I can actually see, hey, look, these are Andre the Giant's boots, or some of the other things that might be a little bit more rare that you don't get to see. So unfortunately, I think WWE would have great shot at doing like an actual physical museum in a city. Really create a lot of buzz for the city too. So next week we're gonna have a battle royal, and then the winner will face them the following week, the TNT champion the following week. So I love battle royals, so I'm looking forward to that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get this channel up to a lot of subscribers, make some good connections. Maybe we can, Fate Club can, make the right connections and get something going for non-WWE Hall of Fame. I would really like a big Hall of Fame that's not tied to AEW. It's not tied to TNT. A lot of history, great moments in wrestling. A lot of great wrestlers that won't be in the Hall of Fame for whatever political reason. And Owen Hart definitely should be in a Hall of Fame. That matters. So Drake Maverick actually pulled up the upset victory. So, okay, now he's down to 2-1. So, shaking up that group. The tournament thing for the Cruiserweight, I think, is actually going pretty good. So Drake Maverick, looking at the replay. So many reversals going on there. I don't even know where to start. Okay. All right, Sammy Guevara is getting ready to come out. Mini Tico, Macho Man should be in the Hall of Fame for sure. Well, he is in the WWE Hall of Fame. I know that took a little bit of time to do because Macho wanted to be inducted with his brother and his father, which I like that WWE does have families in there, but for not having the Macho Man in his family, not only were, the Genius, his brother, but his father as well, big time into wrestling. So.
There's going to be one more match. So next week,
AEW going to commercial. So they are announcing that the three that are tied in the group with Drake Maverick and them, they're going to actually go into, they need to do one more match because they all have the same score. So they're going to have a triple threat. Whoever wins that's going to the finals of that Cruiserweight tournament for their group. So that's going to take place next week. And then AEW's on commercial still. So yeah, back to Mini Tico there. Macho Man, yeah, he is inducted. But again, non-affiliated Hall of Fame. So if anybody who's watching has those connections, send them my way. We'll get something going here. All right, they're just showing Io Shirai in her match with Charlotte. And then Flair, DQing herself, getting herself DQ'd because she hit Io Shirai with the kendo stick. Rhea Ripley comes out, makes a save. So that all happened, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So if you guys have any questions or comments, now's definitely the time. We got about 20 minutes left on both shows. We'll see what these main events bring. Any other interesting rumors you guys heard out there? So it looks like Damian Priest is up next on NXT after the commercial.
Jokers here. We are so excited. We got a new show coming to True TV called The Practical Jokers Dinner Party. The guys like to see each other, so we decided to take turns hosting an at-home virtual dinner party. Hey guys, I don't cook, so how do you want to do that?
So yeah, both are on commercial right now. So let's see anything on here that I about.
One for me and one for you.
Had a bid in on the Macho Man one, the one that was from '96. It's hard to come by. I think the guy kind of pumped the price up there at the end because I was in it till the last couple of minutes, and I'm like, you guys are just pumping the price up. And I think I was correct because then I saw a couple days later they reposted it for where I last put my bid at. I'm like, you know what? We're good. Now I hope you get stuck with it. Mini Tico, what do you think about Oscar probably losing to Nia Jax? Oh, Asuka. Okay. Not Oscar. Okay. Asuka, I think she's not going to lose to Nia Jax. If anything, he really needs to get, Becky Lynch was so big. And actually, right now, if you're interested, you're a Matt Hardy fan, Matt Hardy, Sammy Guevara, AEW, that's what's going on right now. I don't think Asuka's going to lose to Nia Jax yet. I could see maybe around SummerSlam, maybe having her lose, maybe to a returning Ronda Rousey. I know some people like Shayna Baszler, but I think they kind of missed the boat there. Ryan, hey yo, how's it going? That's what he said. So hey yo, back. Good to see you. Ryan's here usually most weeks. 13 Scorpios also got a comment here. He's here most weeks. Mini Tico. Anarchy 251. This is the second week here, so I recognize this stuff. I see it. Thank you guys for subscribing. Remember, we're about 10 days away, 11 days away now. So all these comments, all the likes, hit that notification button, all that stuff. I'm gonna do a live video at the first or the second. We're gonna pick a winner who gets that fake crate for the month. So my biggest thing is you have to be subscribed. Other than that, I don't care. It could be whoever wins is whoever wins. So I've got a lot of stuff that I picked up, maybe some of the stuff from the videos. But yeah, so that's coming up. So keep those likes and those comments coming. Better your chances. So let's see. 13 Scorpio. I think a big part of the reason that hasn't happened yet is because WWE owns so many of the trademarks and copyrights on so many different names. Would be hard to do without infringing on royalties. That's a very good point. That is true. Yeah, everything's got to be so complex, can it? Okay. That's definitely one to definitely talk about here in the future. So great comment. 13 Scorpio. So Anarchy 251. Are there any wrestlers that you think have lost their talent lately in WWE? Lost their talent or just not? I mean, they're all very talented. That's why most of them are very talented. That's why they're in the WWE. Losing the talent, no, but maybe ones that are not as exciting as they used to be. I think Seth Rollins is kind of on a slump right now. I actually think Becky Lynch was kind of starting to be on a slump as well. So eventually the hype fades. So you either adapt like the great Chris Jericho, or you just kind of fall down the card to mid card or less than mid card. Shannon, I heard that Ronda Rousey was the sister Abigail. So, referencing that, there's been some rumors here that they're going to start adding people to Bray Wyatt's group. Okay, I think he's doing fine by himself, but I can't see Ronda Rousey being Sister Abigail. That would not make any sense. I actually think, what's her name? Liv Morgan. I don't necessarily like the gimmick that she's doing now, but I think it's a great segue into her next gimmick. I think with her comments of not being able to, not finding herself, not knowing what she's want to do, I think that might be a good pick if they are looking to do a Sister Abigail again. Maybe make Sister Abigail an entity that possesses people's bodies. So then if Liv Morgan doesn't work out, you just have her leave Liv Morgan's body and possess somebody else. So if it was done that way, then maybe I could see Ronda being Sister Abigail for. That would actually be crazy. Sister Abigail possesses the baddest woman on the planet. I mean, that's crazy. Io Shirai is coming out on NXT, so it looks like Io Shirai might have the main event spot over here on NXT. Hardy and Guevara, from what I've been seeing, have been doing pretty decent. Sheamus is not as good as he used to. I might have to agree with Shannon on that one. Sheamus is awesome. Met him a couple times. Got his Funko Pop. Too expensive to buy it in the box, so I got it outside the box. So there we go, right here. But Sheamus is not, and he was out for a while, so they had an opportunity to really do something with him. Mini Tico, we don't need lousy Rousey back in the WWE. She can stay gone. She can't wrestle her way out of a paper bag. Man, Mini Tico, I might have. Just know, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. We might not always agree on things, but I appreciate you guys tuning in every week, and that's what I love, the discussion. You have your views you feel obviously strongly about. I don't necessarily agree with that. If you watch one of the previous videos, top 5 women that we've top 10 actually, lady wrestlers that we've met, Ronda was up there. She was actually number 1. I like Ronda. She came in, didn't have a wrestling, a WWE wrestling background, and actually trained hard and stuff like that. I definitely think she does more for the product than not. One could argue, I don't like Brock Lesnar, and I don't think he's that great of a wrestler, but he brings something. I mean, he's better than Goldberg, but he brings something. He brings that draw. He brings the fans in. And, even Goldberg. I mean, not really a big fan of Goldberg at all, but he brings the fans in. He brings the ratings. People tune in to see him. So at Ronda, you might not like her, but she definitely does that. So it's actually Io Shirai versus Rhea Ripley. That's a good main event over on NXT. And Sammy Guevara, the future of AEW versus Matt Hardy. And 2 really good matches. I'm glad I'm taping them. Mini Tico, Natalie is a way better women's wrestler than a lot of the females on the roster today. And at her age, she's still very underrated. I will give you, she is definitely underrated. Shannon put Brock only knows 3 moves. I think that's Goldberg that only knows 3 moves. Brock might know 5. I have to agree with Ryan here. So he put, I just don't understand putting the belt on part-timers for months and months. Definitely not good. Especially people like Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Do they need the belt? I don't think they do. 13 Scorpio, Lesnar is not as impressive as he used to be. I definitely agree with that one as well. Mini Tico, like butts and seats. From the East Suplex City Machine. He is a Suplex City Machine. That's one of his 5 moves that he knows. And then Ryan looks like he agrees with me. Goldberg knows only 3 moves. Lesnar only uses 3 moves. Okay, I love that little extra. That's true. Lesnar only uses 3 moves. He probably knows a lot of moves, but yeah, he only does use those 3 moves. But yeah, Goldberg does only know those 3 moves. And those were moves he learned in the football, on the football field. So NXT is on commercial right now. And AEW has Sammy Guevara versus Hardy still going on. Looks like it's pretty good. So now that we're starting to pick up people here and starting to, this Double or Nothing pay-per-view is looking like it could be something interesting. I would not be surprised if we see, especially the 8th person or the 9th person in that ladder match, be one of the released WWE superstars. So if you guys have an idea of who that person might be, put it in the comments. I'm kind of interested to see what you guys think. So there's 8 competitors already in the Double or Nothing. The winner gets a heavyweight title match. And there is a 9th mystery opponent for that pay-per-view that is going to be live this Saturday, which I probably will be streaming. Probably won't be answering so many questions. I'll still answer questions, but I'm going to have it on in the background so people can actually hear like the comments and stuff like that. So Shannon says Goldberg knows 2, the spear and the jackhammer. And then Mini Tico, I like Brock Lesnar, I really do, but I was so happy when my favorite wrestler beat Brock Lesnar, and that is Eddie Guerrero. And I believe I knew that because the Mini Tico, I think you've mentioned that a few times before. So, oh, and Shannon said that she could be a he. It's a, you know, it's a unisex name. So it says Rusev. They think it could be Rusev. That's might be that secret person. I think they don't have anybody in that match that can be a threat for Moxley. So I think having that mystery person coming out and potentially winning, but making it a big name, could it be Sting? Maybe getting a run in there. Hardy just hit a nasty twist of fate on Sammy Guevara. Goldberg was the 13 Scorpio says Goldberg was the Michael Bay movie of pro wrestling. Lots of spectacle that made lots of money, but not much substance. Mini Tico says I'll probably be Zack Ryder. I think that's actually a very good pick. I think we're closer to seeing Zack Ryder in AEW than maybe Rusev. You know, but so I actually think that's probably who it will be. Shannon, BC, the match is only young people, and Sting would be the black sheep. That's very good. That's why I do think it would be Zack Ryder. I think that would be really great for him. But do you have like a Zack Ryder come in and then have him, you know, lose to Moxley next? Looks like Hardy, was he taking his boot off?
He took it out. He was biting his foot.
Okay, you can go back on YouTube on AEW's page after this. I look over, Hardy is undoing Sammy Guevara's boot, pulls the boot off, and starts biting his toes. You heard that right. Matt Hardy started biting Sammy Guevara's toes. And he has his sock on too. So that was, now he's got sock mouth. Now Sammy Guevara he took his sock off. He has one boot on and one barefoot. Io Shirai over here on NXT looks like she has her in the little version of the Crippler crossface. Both of these main events, it's kind of limping a little bit. Sammy Guevara over here on AEW because, you know, he did get his toes just bit. Oh, he went for a shooting star press. Matt Hardy got his knees up. Oh my gosh. That's over. That was a nasty, vicious. Sammy Guevara is going to be something special here. The way he sold that full on like scorpion, like almost like just looked like his head just got ripped off of his shoulders. So that stadium brawl, there's also going to be a stadium brawl on Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So the Elite versus the Inner Circle in a stadium brawl this Saturday. So Hardy's got the chair. Rhea Ripley just suplexed Io Shirai over on NXT. Superplex off the top rope. Oh, Jericho actually has Kenny Omega on the Jacksonville Jaguars football stadium. They have him up against the goalpost. And Jericho got his new member. I can't remember what the name. It's a baseball bat. Oh, hits him in the gut. Oh, the Young Bucks are here. They saved Kenny Omega. This must be what the little preview to the stadium brawl. All heck is breaking loose. They got chairs. Yikes. I will get to the questions here in a minute, you guys. So it is. Oh, man, you got Io Shirai, Ripley. It's got that crossface on again over there. Inner Circle. Oh, Matt Hardy's out there now. They are fighting in the end zone. Oh, Hardy just used the baseball bat across the back of, was that Ortiz? So the ring on Saturday is going to be at the 50-yard line in this stadium match. Man, okay, we are getting down to what's that? Who's running? Somebody's running down the whole football field. Oh, that's Hangman Page. Someone was like, who's running? And you just see someone running down the whole football field from the other end zone. And you couldn't see because he was so far down. And yeah. Charlotte is out on NXT watching this match with Io Shirai and Ripley. This is where I definitely enjoy having the backup here because Rhea Ripley just got tossed into Charlotte, my son says. So oh, they're just throwing everything over there. So it looks like it's a little bit of a standoff now. Io Shirai, and they're still going at it. They're running out of time over on NXT. AEW's kind of just has a little bit of a standoff.
Here he is back. It's great to see the Young Bucks back as well. Absolutely.
Okay. Figures. I look away for 1 second. Charlotte came in. All right, now she speared Rhea Ripley. So they're going to end that on the DQ. All right. So we'll get down to the questions here now. Since AEW's wrapping up and NXT's ending with Charlotte in the ring standing over Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai. So, Mini Tico. Wait, actually, Shannon said, I do not like that the leader of the Elite is not even in the match. Well, you know, Cody has to wrestle Lance Archer for the TNT belt, so you know that's fine. They replaced him with Hardy. Mini Tico, did you say Crippler Crossface? There's no holding me back. Do you know who C Music that is? Probably interpreting that wrong. No holding me back. Do you know who C Music that is? Okay, I'm not really sure what that is. 13 Scorpios. Looks like we're in an era of who can come up with the most ridiculous type of match since there's no crowds. If you guys don't know this about me, I love the ridiculous matches, and I love to see if they're done well. Money in the Bank, ridiculous match, started out great, ended horrible. There should have been a lot more scramble on the roof, a lot more scenes on the roof. Undertaker match, AJ Styles, Boneyard, thought that was awesome. The Firefly Funhouse match, awesome. Not sure if they're going to fight all over the stadium. This could be a pretty interesting one. So I'm kind of interested to see how that one comes up. But I definitely think that he has had some of the better ones. But they also have been doing a lot more of these specialty matches. And I think you kind of have to with not having live crowds and stuff. It kind of breaks up the monotony. I am shocked, though, that they have not put in the wrestlers around the ring. I think that definitely would help NXT out. And then, Ryan, who would win in a street fight, New Jack or Mean Gene Okerlund? Yeah, I've been watching some YouTube stuff on New Jack, and I mean, not the baddest dude out there, but he's a little on the crazy side. So, Mini Tico, theme music type beer. Bear. Theme music type bear. Okay. Maybe I'm a little tired. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong, but we'll have to investigate that one for a future thing. So if you guys have any more comments, you know, we can sit around here and chit chat. Both shows are done. So this is a great time to ask any questions that you have. You know, I don't know what you guys watch on Wednesday after NXT and AEW is over. I am MTV's The Challenge kind of guy. Got to get my fix of reality TV. So, yeah, I'll just start recapping things here that you guys can. Oh, okay. It was Chris Benoit's theme music. That's what Mini Chico said. So, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, gonna be probably starting the dark side of the ring. So we'll actually get down. I learned a little bit about the Chris Benoit stuff this past week, but didn't get down to, you know, I didn't get to watch the dark side of the ring yet. So it will be something that I'll probably watch, and definitely got to watch that episode that covers Chris Benoit. All right. Well, that's my son saying, hey, he's out of here to go watch some TV. So now that the wrestling's over, he's taking down my secondary TV set over here. But we got Facebook, Mr. John Fate. We have Fate Club at Macari. So if you're interested in any of the stuff that I have on there. Mini Tico, goodbye. Have a beautiful night, everybody. Can't wait for your next video. We'll have the fourth video on the mystery grab bags. That will come out tomorrow. We also will have the Pro Wrestling Crate coming in soon. So that one should be coming any day now. So that it might be a Friday video. Saturday, I'm gonna do the live AEW Double or Nothing. And so, like I said, I'll have it tuned up a little bit so you guys can hear the commentary. You guys can kind of hear that. And in the background. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll answer some questions, or I'll do my commentary. It'll be a live reaction video. And then at the end of the month, we have coming in. So we'll see how that goes as well. Scorpio, I really wonder why they haven't been more lumberjack matches. This is the perfect time to do them. Yeah, I agree. Especially now, I think things will start to change now that rules are being relaxed a little bit. Whether I agree with that or not, but things are starting to relax a little bit. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, looks like people are starting to check out now. So, with that being said, thanks for tuning in. We'll be doing this again next week, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9, like always. So until next time, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thanks for liking the video. And we'll see you next time.
What's that surplus?
42.
Not bad. All right.